but I am going to get a tattoo of her on my wrist right here. I want to involve you guys, the Mental Fit Mafia, just like we did the logo. I want you guys to be involved with this. Hey, I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness. Welcome to another Matt's Mental Fitness. If you're new to this series, I appreciate you sliding by. This is where I talk to you all about what I just talked about with my actual therapist. I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I love the transparency of this series because I believe that mental fitness is the ultimate way to health and wellness. I actually haven't talked to my therapist in about a month now. I guess I've started to sort of set the therapy sessions a little bit farther out, just really because, I don't feel that you have to be struggling with something to go to a therapist, or that you have to be in a crisis. I'm doing well right now, managing things and just shimmying and shaking. Don't like that I said that. Nope. Started going to this therapist because she specialized in confidence, and my confidence was crazy low, and now I'm kicking ass in the confidence department, so there you go. First and foremost, the last Matt's Mental Fitness was actually taken down, but in that video I talked about how I was going to take my parents on a trip. It was going to be a lot of fun. That trip happened. We altered it quite a bit, and it ended up us hanging out for 2 straight days. They actually spent the night. We woke up the following morning. I cooked them breakfast, and it was a lot of fun.
From the Price is Right, I would win.
Ooh. Well, we are not on the Price is Right.
It was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was just a lot of fun. I filmed every bit of it. We laughed, we joked, we just had fun. I told my mom, I was like, we can make this happen more often, we should do that. And my plan is to put it on the calendar and to really put pressure on us to do that. We had a full-blown beach day where we chilled. My dad was very much like, it's been years since I've done this. And it was just everything that I wanted it to be. It was great. It was really good quality time, and we're almost home.
You're talking to me, Jenna.
See where he gets it from. This is something else Matt does.
I know it.
I think I'll only regret not doing it enough. I'm gonna work on doing it more. So something that I was talking to my therapist about was, I guess that I have found that I have a little bit of guilt about Lily. If you don't know my dog Lily of 11 and a half years, the first dog that Jenna and I ever had together, 6 months into our relationship, the entirety of our relationship up until this point, and a third of my life, Lily, she's gone, and it sucked. It sucked a lot. It has really, really sucked, and I am not surprised at that. I cried 3 days ago. It hasn't gone away. It's gone in waves, and it just hurts. It just friggin' hurts. But something I've felt here lately is just a little bit of guilt of not wanting to forget her. And there have been a little bit of pieces of like, I don't want to make memories without her. And I understand the practicality of that. It's not my fault. Her exit was in a great way. We had to put her down and all that, but it was for the right reasons. I've written her name on my hand every single day, and any time that ink fades, any time that her name is almost off of my hand, the closer it gets to that, the more guilt I feel. The level of anxiety that I feel decreases when I put more ink on it. That is so like an indicative piece. I've never felt more of a drive to get a tattoo in my entire life. I've found an artist here in Pensacola, reached out to them. They have not responded yet, but I am going to get a tattoo of her on my wrist right here. Shit, I just thought about it as I'm shooting this. Shit, my watch is gonna get in the way of her face. I guess I gotta move it down. All right, so it's the following day and I'm editing this video, and I was like, you know what? I wanna involve you guys, the Mental Fit Mafia, just like we did the logo. I want you guys to be involved with this. I'm gonna pop a picture up on screen of Lily right now. Take that photo, and I wanna see what you wanna do with it. Like, what would you do to commemorate her? What do you want this tattoo to look like? In my head, I have this right here, which is definitely not a full-blown idea. It's not a hashed out idea, but it's like a direction, maybe lily pads or a lily flower or something. I feel like something needs to encompass her or like around her. Let me know what you come up with. I'm really excited for this. Shoot me an email at mattlanefitness@gmail.com. I would be elated for you to come up with a design that is gonna be on my body for the rest of my life. So if you're interested, do it. I appreciate you. I'm excited to do that. It very much feels like a therapeutic piece and a way to never forget. I will constantly be reminded with her being here, and I really do feel like the guilt piece is not gonna be there after the tattoo. Could be wrong, but that's what it feels like. We gotta stop this. We shaved the cat. Look at the cat. Look at a cat. You don't have to run away. The last time I met with my therapist, one of the things was talking about intentional time for myself due to all the things I'm doing because I'm so busy. And I've done a fantastic job at that. Now that I am back to training the way that I want, and I've felt this before, the training impacts everything. It helps your mental fitness, and then vice versa. When your mental fitness is straight, your physical fitness can get in line. It's a forever cycle that I've always noticed. Another thing was, like, it's been a little over a month now, and like after Lily, it's just been really difficult to go live and interact with, the Mental Fit Mafia, the YouTube community. It's just been more difficult than I've realized. It has nothing to do with you, and I guess it's been a little bit more of a mental barrier than I realized, and I don't apologize for it. I know that you watching, I appreciate you. You've sent me emails, you've left comments saying thank you for taking the time for yourself, and that means a lot. I appreciate the care that you put into that and into me. But it's felt so good. I've been doing live lift sessions, and it's been really fun. Something I'm stupid excited about right now is that I'm working on this book. I've been working on it for 4 years now. It's been off and on just due to time and focus, and do I really need to put that out now? Now is definitely the time. It's going to be a 4-part of mental fitness, nutrition, training, and recovery. And it's basically going to be the basics. For anybody that doesn't understand the basics, needs the basics, or a refresher of the basics, I'm very excited to put it out. I'm having a lot of fun. As soon as that's out, I promise you'll know. I've actually been very fortunate to speak with a company, and I literally cannot say, due to signing on some dotted lines, I can't say what I'm doing with this company, but I'm very grateful that I'm working with them in a certain capacity. Super cool, super fun, super exciting things. And if you're watching this, you know who you are, and I thank you greatly. I'm honored to work with you. My therapist and I talked about, my greatest fear is losing the people around me. My people, my animals, losing them is my greatest fear. And I'm proud to say that I'm fearful of that. What she told me was, instead of being fearful, why not focus on that legacy and continuing that legacy on? And for me, that's very much the tattoo of Lily, of remembering and carrying the legacy on by talking about stories and whatnot. And I think that rings home even more so when you're talking about a human. They've never had a relationship like that with an animal. I've met people like that. So you can't possibly understand that a month later you're still crying about a dog. I get it. I get that. She mentioned, think about what it is that they brought good to this world. And then what can you do to carry that on? I think about that for my mom. My mom is incredible at interacting with people and honestly having them laugh and being goofy and making them smile. I have a friend, Craig Kahn, that's fantastic at that as well. That forever, I will always remember that about them. My dad's ability to speak with anyone has always been there. I want to be able to continue that on, and that's a great way to look at it, to not just be sad because you lost them, but to carry on that legacy. And what she said was, you don't have to wait until they're actually gone to do that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I like that. If you were here for the first Matt's Mental Fitness, talking about my own mental fitness and confidence, I didn't envision this far down the road. I'm really excited that you've been with me on the journey to here. And it's crazy to think what another year is going to look like. Let's keep doing this. You don't have to be perfect at this Matt's Mental Fitness thing. Let's try to be better than yesterday. Every day.